course, there's always the risk of doing something that's not that significant or meaningful. So, you could say a track in law school is a low-risk track from one perspective. It may still be a very high-risk track in the sense that maybe you have a high risk of not doing something meaningful with your life. So we have to think about risk in these very complicated ways. I think risk is sort of this very complicated concept. Okay, one more question. Let's take one here.
If you're theoretically someone who worked at Goldman Sachs out of college and left out for 6 months and is now studying computer science at Stanford, how would you recommend rethinking sort of that competitive thing?
I don't have a great. I'm not great at the psychotherapy stuff, so I don't quite know how to solve this. There are these very odd studies they've done on people who go to business school. There's one they've done at Harvard Business School where it's sort of the anti-Asperger personality, where you have people who are super extroverted, generally have low convictions, few ideas, and you have sort of a hothouse environment. You put all these people in for 2 years. And at the end of it, they systematically end up, the largest cohort systematically ends up doing the wrong thing. They try to catch the last wave. In 1989, everyone at Harvard tried to work for Mike Milken. It was 1 or 2 years before he went to jail for all the junk bond stuff. They were never interested in Silicon Valley or tech except for 99, 2000 when they timed the dot-com bubble peaking perfectly. They did, and then 05 to 07 was housing, private equity, stuff like this. So I do think this tendency for us to see competition as validation is very deep. I don't think there's any sort of easy psychological formula to avoid it. So I don't quite know how to what sort of therapy to recommend. But my first starting point, which is only it's maybe 10% of the way, is to never underestimate how big a problem it is. We always think this is something that afflicts other people. So it's easy for me to point to people in business schools or people at Harvard or people on Wall Street. I think it actually does afflict all of us to a very profound degree. We always think of advertising as things that work on other people. Who are all these stupid people who fall for all those ads on TV? They obviously work to some extent, and they work to a disturbing extent on all of us, and it's something we all should work to overcome. Thank you very much.